it's kind of an interesting story because I actually recruited Stacy on a telephone call, and I didn't even see her. She came to campus, and I wasn't even there. I was at the Olympics in '92, you know, and it was kind of one of the pitches is, hey, you get to train with this Olympian, is a high jumper and stuff, and she winds up coming, and then the way the pole vault thing happened was I got a call that fall from a guy I vaulted with when I was in high school 20 years ago. And he said, Dave, they're going to can the boys pole vault in Iowa. What can we do? And I said, well, Steve, I'm here in Idaho. I don't know what I can do there, but it's a real problem. You know, and I thought, well, this is stupid. We got to do this. And that's how the pole vault thing got rolling and stuff, and getting my heptathlon group. And she was part of a group of actually 8 at one time. And it just kind of, you know, as a lark, let's go try this, and one thing led to another and that, and she liked it, and she was getting better at it, but she was also becoming a much better athlete. So as she became a better athlete, the pole vault thing was kind of coming along at about the same time, but we hardly ever touched it, really. So that was kind of interesting, and it's also kind of interesting that great as athlete as she was never a Big Sky Conference champion. She was second, I believe, her senior year in the heptathlon, and she kind of screwed up running the 800. She ran out too fast and got beat like that. But she was, you know, a whale of an athlete. And then she got a chance to compete in the USA Great Britain meet. And that started her real international career in the pole vault. But she kept training as a heptathlete the whole time, and was a great mentor for the athletes in the team. And you know, I hired her as a coach. And in fact, at one time, you know, just before the Olympic year, I said, okay, well, we're not going to hire Stacy. We're just going to let you go because, you know, I'll continue to coach you, but we'll let you go because you got too many other things. And one of the administrators, Mr. Tingy, came in and said, hey, you can't fire Stacy. I said, well, that's not the way it is. But so we wound up retaining her, and she coached and trained with our program, and it was awesome. It was almost a comedy of errors in a way, or just a funny things started to happen. I mean, she was about ready to be done with pole vaulting and competing and that kind of stuff when she got this call. I got the call from the USA Track and Field saying, hey, we're looking for 3 team members for the USA Great Britain meet, and they want to have the pole vault. Is Stacy available? I said, oh, I'll make sure she is. You know, and that got her going, and she had that exposure that she was around these elite athletes, and I mean, it fired her up. And that really helped her out, and also we started seeing more and more that this is really something that's going to catch on. When I first hosted the women's pole vault as a regular event, I put it an hour before the regular meet would start, and then weird things happened because people started showing up an hour early because they wanted to watch the women's pole vault, and usually it was only like about 3 or 4 ISU people and maybe a couple, maybe one from Montana. There's one from Montana, one from Montana State that would come down, and that's about it for the field. But people wanted to watch. They were intrigued, and I thought this is gonna take off. And so that just it built up from there, and she just got better. And our focus, though, most of the time, it was more on the other events in the heptathlon. One, she's very coachable and very athletic and a very good listener. And we did stuff. I mean, I also had a gymnastics gym and stuff. We'd play in the gymnastics gym, and a lot of the stuff we did is play. And in fact, our whole track team, anybody that wanted to come in there, like we had track gymnastics on Wednesday nights, you know, in the fall especially. You know, sometimes during this regular season didn't work out so well because it's just too busy. But that was always a really good segue and stuff, and that was a great way to kind of get her moving that direction. and also to help some other folks out to get a better sense of their body.